CitizenCon 2954 just wrapped up, delivering exciting new features and updates that will shape Star Citizen's future. From Star Engine upgrades to new biomes to base building systems and social tools, this year's CitizenCon was packed with announcements. Hello, I'm Zaneros, and let's dive into the highlights from this year's CitizenCon. The event kicked off with showcasing updates to the Star Engine. We are getting a more immersive universe with the future of Star Citizen's planetary technology and what makes the universe feel more alive than ever before. First up, the Star Engine technology received a significant updates under the project called Genesis. This is the new foundation for how planets and environments will be generated in Star Citizen. Let's break it down phase by phase. Planets are no longer handcrafted. The engine now follows neural geology. Think soil layers, bedrock, snow, and even dynamic debris. Rock formations will now feel like they belong and not just randomly scattered around. We are also getting seasons with real-time changes in foliage, including leaves that shift in color in fall. And the terrain generation will feel organic with no more pop-in textures or mismatched ground lines, thanks to the new virtual texturing system. The next step is emergent biomes, featuring detailed systems like moisture-based environments. This means we'll finally see swamps, redwoods, and jungles coming to life, complete with foliage that reacts to player movements. Water physics will also become more dynamic. Floating objects, sinking feet in mud, everything will respond naturally, adding a deeper sense of immersion. With Starkitect, their term, not mine, Star Citizen introduces procedurally generated settlements and outposts using modular scattered systems. These will scale from small villages to sprawling cities. Thousands of locations will seamlessly blend into planetary surfaces, creating a denser and richer universe to explore. Visual fidelity is also getting an upgrade. Global illumination through mini ray tracing ensures more realistic light reflections. Fog transparency will bring depth, and objects like water or glass will reflect naturally. Sound design sees an overhaul with the new Star audio system, giving audio a sense of distance and speed. This leads to explosions having more of a punch. And of course, shooting picos for no apparent reason sounds just right. Next up is one of my favorite panels. The Cloud Tech is getting a upgrade, and it also allows clouds to form and dissipate realistically, and they also can bring in weather fronts. Like weather fronts and storms are coming. From realistic cloud formations to destructive lightning strikes that can even damage ships, the environment itself becomes a threat. Storms will affect gameplay with physical consequences, so navigating harsh climates will become a skill in itself. Up next, they call this panel like the sleeper panel of the event. But honestly, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty important, and I think we needed it. Star Citizen is redefining multiplayer interaction. They are bringing the game up to like true MMO standards. So a key focus of this panel was Star Citizen's new social app. It's designed to seamlessly connect players, whether you're in-game, on Spectrum, or offline, yada yada, with a reworked friends and party system. They also cover that voice chat and video chat will be integrated directly into the app. There will be a block list, and as well as a hostile/kill list. Notes on friends to remember crucial details, a ready check system to organize parties. Oh, and there's no more shard-based player list. Everyone is connected on the same platform. Parties and chats will be getting a complete upgrade as well as there's this new party finder. You can now set up parties and invite players effortlessly with options to filter based on activities and goals. And the chat system is getting some improvements along with chat enhancements, customizable chat tabs and settings, / commands for quick actions across tabs and DMs, and link sharing in chats for like missions and star map locations and items, and even players. The FOIP/VoIP system has also leveled up. Now your avatar's head rotation tracks accurately with real-time face and voice inputs, ensuring smoother in-game communication. Facial tracking continues even while you're editing your character's appearance, so the immersion never breaks, which I honestly never noticed before. Also, the guide system will be moving in-game and introduces a new way to interact. Players can now become official guides to help others, complete with a rating system and rewards for good behavior. Trust beacons let others see your reputation at a glance, ensuring that teamwork pays off. They also covered a long-awaited thing regarding organizations. For the first time, player organizations, with literally over 70,000 already existing on the website, are being integrated directly into the game. This includes everything from recruitment tools and event calendars to in-game org announcements and representing tags. Some of these features would be join multiple orgs and choose which one to represent, align your org with specific NPC guilds for bonus perks, org storage for shared resources and items, and an allies and rivals system with color-coded IDs. They also teased a little bit where you can actually have branded armor and clothing and even some ship skins with your organization details on it. Up next, they dive into the world of style and specialization with the Dress to Kill panel. Star Citizen's introducing an exciting range of armor and clothing options, from high fashion to combat-ready functionality, allowing players to match their gear to their playstyles. This introduces armor specializations. Armor just isn't about protection anymore, it's about specialization. Each set has a different, unique function, with different armors designed to fit distinct roles. Star Citizen will also allow mixing and matching of clothing and armor to create your own look. During this panel, they showed a gameplay video of their team, essentially, hunting the Apex Valakar. The Apex Valakar is the legendary sandworm that has been rumored and even shown off at CitizenCon, 2016. The Valakar roams the desert planet of Monox in Pyro. There are multiple Valakar variants, including jungle and cave-dwelling versions, making each encounter unique. The Valakar isn't just a standalone beast, it's part of a fauna matrix that defines Star Citizen's commitment to building diverse ecosystems. In the Beyond Pyro panel, the Star Citizen team unveiled the Nyx system and expanded the vision of future exploration. After Pyro, our next destination is Nyx, a sprawling dust cloud system bordering dangerous Vandal space. Nyx will bring back familiar locations, but with some significant upgrades. And that, familiar location is actually Delamar. Delamar returns with the zero-G environments for players to explore, physical asteroids, and a refreshed Levski, complete with pads and hangars and docking ports. A massive borehole running through the entire asteroid's core, featuring zero-G freight elevators that prioritize gameplay. The team also teased the Castro system as the fourth system, with planet number 1, known as Bullseye, is a dead world too close to its sun, which the military literally used it for target practice. It's a toxic planet, to say the least. And planet number 2, Cascom, which was once a military staging ground, with now a hub of trade and tourism, featuring the Sherman Landing Zone, which the locals call the island in the sky. New mechanics are on the horizon for cargo gameplay. Expect direct cargo direct access at stations across Stanton and Pyro, allowing players to sell and buy goods more efficiently. This new infrastructure will streamline freight gameplay for ships like the whole series. They also shared a long-term plan beyond Pyro and Nyx, with 5 star systems confirmed for Star Citizen 1.0. Stanton, Pyro, Nyx, Castra, and finally the Terra system. The Terra system will anchor this initial star map, setting the stage for future exploration. Each system promises its own unique blend of gameplay, environments, and stories. Then we get into what CIG referred to as the Redacted session, which essentially is just Squadron 42. During the panel, CIG showcased a lengthy live gameplay session of Squadron 42, of its prologue, which by the way is very long, giving fans a taste of what's in store. Of course, this was a live gameplay demo, and it's also a work in progress, and the game did have a crash, I think 2. And towards the end, they revealed the release window is now officially 2026 for Squadron 42. While that's still a bit of wait, that shows us that Squadron 42 is essentially at its final stages. That pretty much covered day 1. In the first panel of day 2, Star Citizen takes a leap towards deeper player customization with land claims, crafting mechanics, and base building. This panel gave us an exciting glimpse into the future of personal settlements and the economy, where player choice truly shapes the verse. Starting next year, according to them, I'm not entirely sure how true this is going to be, land claims will be an active part of the game. Players can finally be able to stake their claim on planets and moons, choosing plots based on resources and location availability. Credits will be required to register a legal land claim in lawful space, but for those feeling daring, there's always unlawful territory. The crafting system introduces a whole new level of depth to Star Citizen's economy. Players will gather resources, refine materials, and build everything from armor and weapons to ships and vehicles. Blueprints play a key role in crafting, serving as recipes you can buy, find, or unlock through rewards. This will allow blueprints progression and upgrading blueprints through research to improve stats and quality. Items are tiered from basic to high quality, and players can even customize vehicle stats and enhance pre-purchase ships. Base building takes crafting to an entirely new level with modular construction tools. Using grav carts and construction drones, players can build anything from small structures to massive industrial hubs. Decorating your base will be easier with the Decorator AR mode, a holographic tool that provides a first-person view for precise placement of items. Players will also be able to industrialize their bases by setting up fabrication hangars for crafting vehicles and ships, which then can be sold to other players. Base defense will play a key role, especially in hostile territory. The Captains of Industry panel focused on the tools and primarily vehicles that would power the next phase of base building in Star Citizen. The Construction Grav Cart is a compact and versatile tool for small-scale builds, perfect for establishing outposts or personal hideouts. However, this lightweight tool does come with a few limitations, for example, requiring manual control, that players have to move and operate and also store these in a separate vehicle, and they can only produce small structures. The Argo CSV, the Construction Support Vehicle. The Argo CSV is a specialized vehicle designed to support construction efforts, available in 2 variants, the FM and the SM. The FM holds 2 medium drones, easy deployment from multi-crew ships, and includes 4 SEO of internal storage for construction materials. The SM offers external cargo grids for flexible storage. The MISC Starliner family expands the capabilities of base builders and industrial pilots alike. 3 variants ensure that every job is covered. The Star Lancer BLD, equipped with 4 large drones, ideal for large-scale construction and base-building projects. Armed with size 4 guns and size 3 missiles, making it a reliable choice in contested areas. The Star Lancer TAC focused on combat operations with additional turrets and medbeds, drop seats that make it ideal for ground assault missions. And the Star Lancer MAX, built for maximum cargo capacity, featuring 128 SU in the main hold and 96 SU in the rear rim, designed to transport both cargo and vehicles efficiently. And then we get to the, big boy, the CO Pioneer. The Pioneer is getting a full reconcept to support the latest mechanics. It serves as a mobile, self-sustaining base, capable of crafting small ships and vehicles on site. With integrated medical, crafting, and refining facilities, the Pioneer aims to be the ultimate industrial hub. The Pioneer houses 4 extra large drones, which are the largest, 1,000 SCU of cargo capacity, equipped with ground extractors that gather raw materials directly from the environment, and all of its components have been upgraded to capital grade. Last year, CIG teased 10 new vehicles slated for release over the next 12 months. 6 of them are already in-game. The remaining vehicles are on track by the end of this year, except for one, I believe, and they've even planned more out for the next 12 months. The final panel focused on what Star Citizen 1.0 would bring to the verse, and how it marks a turning point for both the game and its community. This isn't just another update, this is the beginning of a fully realized persistent universe. The transition to version 1.0 isn't just about numbers, it represents a fundamental shift. The game will now reach a stable, polished state with core gameplay loops, functional, and no more wipes. The official 1.0 release will feature 5 star systems to explore: Stanton, Pyro, Nyx, Castra, and Terra. The Terra system will anchor this expansion, offering a sophisticated hub of trade and diplomacy. Star Citizen 1.0 will also introduce guild reputation and a dynamic economy powered by StarSim. The economy will respond to player actions with credits flowing in and out to counter inflation. Taxes and insurance systems will be polished. Inheritance tax will be part of the Days of a Spaceman mechanic. Planetary shield tax for protection in UEE-controlled systems, ship insurance for your fleet of varying levels of coverage now. Level 1 is the generic coverage, it covers the chassis. Level 2 includes components, and Level 3 is full coverage including decorations. Ownership and piracy mechanics will also be expanded. Players can mark ships as stolen and activate the Deadman switches, or salvage stolen vessels. Salvage ships can be dismantled at fabrication handles or even re-registered with new titles for a fee. Combat also gets an upgrade with base raiding mechanics and station warfare. Bases can now be raided or defended. Players will battle for control of planetary shielding tech and lawless systems, which will only be distributed to the top bidding orgs of each week. The ultimate end goal for organizations will be the construction of player-owned space stations. These stations will serve as bases of operation for system-wide activities requiring vast resources to build and maintain. These space stations will not only offer strategic advantages, but will also become hubs for trade, crafting, and storage, making them critical for large-scale operations. The panel closed, and there was just a little thing that Chris dropped, which was VR support. He said there was something already in the works for it, so there may be a very real possibility to see native VR support for Star Citizen 1.0. And that pretty much covers it. With Star Citizen 1.0, the journey we've been waiting for is finally becoming a reality. A persistent universe, player-built economies, and massive in-game goals are all on the horizon. And the best part? This is just the beginning. Thank you for joining us on this CitizenCon 2954 journey. I'm gonna get some sleep. Stay tuned for more updates and fly safe, citizens.